What's up, everybody? I'm Casey Gilman, church administration here at Emmaus.
Not for long.
For only a little bit longer. And you are?
I'm Brian Holt. I am the pastor here at Emmaus.
Hopefully for long.
Hopefully. Yeah, Lord willing.
I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. And that is what we are talking about today.
You're leaving us.
I'm leaving.
But you're not.
I'm out. But not really.
Yeah.
But mostly.
You are relinquishing your paid position at the church.
Yep.
Why?
Because I wanted to. I'm in school, as pretty much everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Been taking classes for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been in school ever since I was hired. And before that.
But you changed, right?
But I changed. Changed majors.
Okay.
I'm a graphic design major, and I need the time right now to focus on my major and getting good at what I need to get good at.
Mm-hmm. And you got all kinds of money stored up that you don't have to work? That's what you told me?
All kinds of money. That is not what I told you. I told you I'm in a position at the moment in my life where I don't need to work.
Yeah. Which may never happen again.
Yes.
You know, whether it's for money or just,
life.
People used to ask me all the time if Rebecca worked. And what they meant was, does she have a job outside the house? And I would say, she works harder than I do. She just doesn't get paid money for it.
Yeah.
So, depending on not putting any shackles on you, but if you are, this is the time.
This is the time I have time.
If you plan on getting married and have children, they tend to hamper some of the things that you might. It's worth it.
It's true.
But this is the time.
Yeah, now is the time where I have time and I have the resources to dedicate time.
Yeah. And weren't you were telling me that because you changed majors, you are you're having to learn the software and the concepts at the same time, which most of the people in your class already know the software. Or
the concepts. Or both.
Yeah.
A lot of people I'm in the classes with, because of graphic design major, the nature of it is to have a lot of artsy people who've been doing this their whole life. The people who draw really well and can kind of do all that kind of thing already.
Right.
I have an eye for it. I'm not lagging. I'm not doing poorly in my classes. I'm doing fine. But for my own standard and wanting to do the best I can at everything I do, I need to spend more time focusing on, just because it hasn't been something I've done my whole life.
Yeah. So that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's something that I think is the right call for you to make. I think you're doing something that's very wise and mature. And so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm as reluctant to say excited for you.
Yeah.
In the step that you're taking, and trying to separate that from my feelings about having to find your replacement.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I do. There's parts of it where I'm not fully ready to leave. I'm not dying to leave.
Right. Which is good.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have the time.
Yeah.
That comes with leaving. But also want to make sure that we get everything sorted as best we can for the next person.
Yeah.
So, if you need a job.
So what's your next 2.5 weeks look like?
So there's a few projects that we're finishing up on, and when I say we, I mean me.
You.
So I am writing up something that will kind of help the elders and everyone who's trying to find someone to replace me to kind of have an idea of what you'll be doing and things that you need to know how to do before coming into it. And in addition to that, I'm writing up everything that I do and the way that I do it.
Right.
So that there's a starting ground
Hmm.
For whoever comes in to be able to kind of jump in and make that transition as smooth as possible so that there's not like a little bit of a drowning period for them. And then we decided at the beginning of the year something that would be good is a new membership filing system.
Mm-hmm.
So I have been working on that for a couple weeks now and would like to finish that up because it's not really something that can be passed on in the middle of.
Yeah.
I kind of need to do it and then write how I did it and how it can be kept up with.
Yeah. Good.
Those are the biggest things. If I have spare time, I will play around with some files. All of our electronic files, we have an astronomical amount of duplicates.
Right.
And all in different places.
Mm-hmm.
All the files are there for the most part, but they are organized poorly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big task. That's a month's task. So, at least if I were doing it.
Right. Years if it was me.
Tedious and... But I want to try to get some of it done if that's what we have the ability to do.
Yeah.
And then from there, depending on when we're able to find the replacement, it would be training up the next person. So maybe having them be here for a week
some overlap
with me
or
whatever. Yeah. Just so that they can get an idea for what I do. Cool.
So, if you were going to sell someone on this job, what's the best part about this job? What do you like the most about this job?
I have a couple things, and a lot of them are relevant to my past jobs. So, you don't have to work on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I do some work periodically on Saturdays, or I'll come in or something random. But for the most part, you actually have, it's more of a 9-to-5 type job.
Right.
Hours can be a little bit... Y'all have been really good with me being flexible with my school schedule and stuff like that. It's been good to get to know the ins and outs of church structure and the people and being... That's actually been fun to get to know everyone better, and you just kind of... I know everyone's name. Sometimes I don't even know people's faces.
Right.
But I know their name.
Yeah. You should do birthdays and anniversaries then. Because I forget names when I'm up there in front of this. Anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Did it this week?
Yes, you did. I was like, who's he talking about?
Oh, man. Yep.
And then, it's quiet, which has its pros and cons, to be honest. Because sometimes it's too quiet.
Yeah.
But also, I'd prefer it to be too quiet than too loud.
So it's good for someone, I think, an extrovert who can be an introvert, or who can still work in solitude is good. It's also good for someone who's more introverted but also has some people skills, because you get a decent mix of, it's not like your Chick-fil-A job where you're dealing with people all day, which I remember, and especially on Saturdays. The funny thing about this, when you say Saturdays, people would be like, on Friday, people would be like, oh yeah, it's Friday. And I was like, that just means that the busiest day of the week is tomorrow. Yeah, that's all that means for us.
It means that this is going to be a crazy night and a crazy morning.
That's right.
That's what Friday and Saturday meant.
Yeah.
Which is so, when I came here and I was like, I'm going to have Saturdays off.
Yeah. It's huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
Please, if you have Saturdays off, acknowledge that you have Saturdays off. It's
a blessing.
It is. Yeah. It is a blessing. It's a blessing that I didn't realize how big it was. Because usually your longer shifts are on Saturday, too.
Mm-hmm.
Typically.
Yep.
And then, yeah, it's good. It's good overall.
Am I hard to work for?
No. I would say definitely not. You're almost
Good. I didn't know what she was going to say.
very easy to work for.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But if you need a job and you're good with technology and you're good with people skills and you're good with organization and you're good at figuring stuff out and making everyone else's lives around you easier,
come on.
let us know.
Yes. Please come on. And you love Jesus.
And you love Jesus.
Yes.
That is
It's important.
a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And you probably should live in the area.
Yeah, if you're close. Also, that's good. Well, I know I said this Sunday, but I've so appreciated all that you've done. Like one of the elders in our, when I emailed them your letter and we're kind of talking back and forth, he said, Casey has set the bar high. And I think that you have done a great job at setting a good bar and working well and like figuring things out. And so, yeah.
I appreciate that.
I think I'm excited for you, what you're going to do.
Me too.
And yeah, you're always welcome to come back if there's an opening.
I appreciate that. Maybe I'll show up randomly periodically. And
I was going to ask, what about the videos? You had mentioned that.
So I think it's safe to say that we don't know how everything is going to work out yet.
Right.
But I'm not replacing this job with a new 9-to-5 job.
Right.
I'm not going to be I'm replacing it with more of my school. But my day-to-day is going to look the same and be flexible. So there is a chance that I would like to still be doing YouTube. So this isn't goodbye to YouTube. Yeah, it would be good. Next person can edit the videos.
Right.
But yeah, this isn't hopefully goodbye to the videos. Just
cool
for now.
Right.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else you want to say?
I think did we cover everything?
I think so.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Need some Jeopardy music.
Yeah. You can put that in post.
Pretty sure it's not loyalty free.
That's true.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. I've just decided that's it.
Yeah.
Continue to let us. This has nothing to do with what we were talking about, but there's still links in the description about controversy, theological topics. Takes you to a Google form, and if you would do that,
that'd be great.
Really, don't care who you are. Please do that.
Yeah, because I can think of things that might be controversial, but I don't know what other people want to hear.
Right, exactly. And that's really what we want to do with these is to hear from y'all.
Yeah.
So whether you go here and you have an idea, or you don't even live in the United States and you have an idea, just let us know.
Yeah, bring it on.
Cool.
Alrighty.
All right, that's it then. Let us know if you have any questions.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.